Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Red Raiders' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Iowa's offense will have the football first. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel, Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about him. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds.
There he goes! And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. He's got 47 yards rushing for him now. What a drive to kick off the new season. And the Hawkeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The lone back's got it. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense has its first opportunity of the day. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
On the run, it's Kelly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt is on its way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Pena. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to pass. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program.
Got it in the middle. It's Kelly.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Gets it past the marker. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game.
There he goes. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Off-play action on first down. Got his man. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Looking for room, it's Kelly. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten was.
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Well, they keep it on the ground. He's looking downfield to throw. Rushes on him. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Going right to work up top. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Red Raiders in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Turning it on! And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10.
Man, you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker is Kelly. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. After missing that 46-yard field goal attempt, they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving away from pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. The short hands, it's Thomas. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan State dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Connor Cook-led Sparty teams that won Big Ten titles in 2013 and 2015. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Completes it in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
He'll do it himself. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to...
Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. The lead now 6 here in the second.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut them out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. He lobs one high down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Wants to go up top. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They kick it away on 4th down. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Just keep slinging it. Got it. Gets it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Got a little space. There he goes. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A little screen to the running back. Turns it on in midfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. They'll go back to the ground. Picks up the 1st down. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, Obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Let's it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Dead center perfect. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Off play action. Fakes the grab. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on 3rd down. Caught behind the line. It's Kelly. Still on his feet at the 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The run from the shotgun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the ground with the back. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He'll heave it deep. He's got it on the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. He'll keep it himself. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Red Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. And some room to work. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Pena. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. A shot toward the end zone. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Rourke. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll open the second half on the ground. Makes it past the marker. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets away from one, finds room. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. He'll pull it on the read. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raiders are on the move. Looking for a gap. It's Kelly. Trucks through the defender. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Tight end now in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. He'll do it himself. Shakes off the defender. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The play action fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the pummeling has started.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs.
Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Pocket breaking down.
Hold. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Grabbed in the middle, it's Briggs. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll go to the ground. Nice move there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. He moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the ground. He's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Punts it out of the air. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle. It's Rourke. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick completion to the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
41, Iowa, 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Complete to the left. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be third and long. It's complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. Come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They boot it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Not much room to run. Give him one to the 7. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it in. It's Rourke. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Unloads quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. That's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So we open the final period with a third down play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Sweet cut there. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Harmon. And he's down at the 41, that's a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Turns it loose deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Hard running there. And runs through another guy. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Quick release by the QB.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Hawkeyes come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. He'll go to the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll throw it. He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Takes the handoff. It's Kelly. Bust through behind his pad. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. He'll keep it himself. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He'll sneak it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to set up the screen.
The screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a...
He lost one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.